It does help if I have this in, doesn't it? I'm just about to do my usual mistake. So, good morning. Good morning. How are you all doing this morning? Listen, one of the things that we're so busy doing our affirmations, we do our gratitude, and we tick the boxes, yeah? So, maybe you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you do the miracle morning, and then you tick it, and then you go off and do your day, and you go, great, what a great start to the day. And it is, it's absolutely awesome to do your miracle mornings. And if you don't know what a miracle morning is, then buy the book. There's a book called The Miracle Morning, and you'll know what I mean. So it's all really great starting your day like that. But then, how do you spend the rest of the day? Yeah? What's going on in your mind? You know what the main thing is? You know why people get stuck? You're not stuck. You're just having the same thoughts over and over again. Like, try to hold on to a thought. You can't. Yeah? It's energy in motion and it can't be held on to. So why do you keep saying that you're stuck? What you're doing is having the same thought over and over and over again. It's like habitual. It's your habitual thinking that's got to change. Your habitual way to react to stuff. So say like, I'm only going to give my example, but I have a little victim mode going on when things don't go my way. When things are going my way, it's great. And then when they don't go my way, I have this little thing inside me, like a little child, just going, well, why is it happening for them and not for me? And I've done this and I've done that, and it's not happening for me. And nit. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but that's just dropping my vibration. So it's not helping me. Who am I complaining to anyway? Who am I complaining to? So that habitual thinking, so you do your miracle morning in the morning and you do your affirmations again at night time. But then what are you doing in the day? Like 90% of the day, what are you criticizing? What are you complaining about? What are you going, it never works out for me? What are you saying about money? What's your story? So I do say to people, change your story. And it's like, well, what story? And all the messages you can see or all the words I can hear you say. And I go, can't you hear your story? Don't you hear that repetitive thing that goes on and on and on? As long as things are going okay, you're okay. And if they're not going okay, then you're not okay. Because what that means is that the whole world has to change for you to be happy. Like that person has to change, the news has to change, the food has to change, your body has to change. I don't know, whatever it is, has to change before you'll be happy. But it's you be happy and the world will change. So what's your habitual thinking? What's your habitual story? So that's stuff that's in the middle that you don't even notice that you're doing, that you're carrying on through your day. Oh my goodness, when you really start to notice that. So decide at the beginning of the day, I'm going to be a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, no worries, nothing's going to move me. And then notice. Just notice how many things take you off track during the day. Yeah? Just literally notice how that, because you want to keep yourself somewhere up here. Yeah? You're always going to be moving. Don't try and stay 10 out of 10 because that's like you're trying to control. And oh my God, I didn't stay 10 out of 10. Oh my goodness, I'm not very good. Allow the movement and you'll easily go back to 10, 8, maybe you'll dip to 5, but you're just noticing what happens and what takes you off target. And just know, give yourself a break, but notice how many times are you dipping? How many times do you drop? So that's the work. Your affirmations are brilliant. Your gratitudes are brilliant. But if you just do that, it's like people who go to church, and they go to church on a Sunday, and it's all really good, and they say that they're a practicing Christian and a practicing, Catholic and a practicing whatever it is you want to be. But actually, you only do it in blocks of time. You only do it when you say your prayers or whatever, but then the rest of the day you're worried, you're in worry, doubt, and self-criticism. My goodness, that thing about self-criticism as well is that, one of the things that I noticed, like with my mum, is that, and probably everybody else as well, is that as she grew up and it was like criticized into growth. And we're our worst criticizers. Don't blame the other person who's criticizing you, because if they're criticizing you I tell you 100%, they're criticizing themselves. It's just that they think it's you. Yeah, they think it's you. And if you're criticizing other people and criticizing people outside you, it's not them, it's in you. Because who's feeling the criticism? Let me ask you this. When you feel love, where do you feel love? Oh, you feel it here, don't you? You feel love here. When you feel criticism, where do you feel criticism? You tend to feel it in your gut, don't you? That's just like handing over your power. So when you criticize, your body actually goes tense and contracts. Do you see that? It's nothing to do with them out there. You're feeling it. You're feeling it. And so, like, that was one of the things that I realized about my mum is how, how I'd felt criticism through my life with her. But then I realized how much she'd been criticizing herself. Oh my goodness, she had MS, so multiple sclerosis, from the age of 40. Can you imagine? That's like your nerve ends are fried off. They're like over buzzing and overworking, and then they've just, some of them have just died. How many of us are worrying ourselves sick? How many of us are worrying ourselves to death every day? What does worry achieve? What does it achieve? This is all about, that habitual way of living, that habitual way of thinking. What's it doing to you? You may as well be happy and accepting of the outside world and letting it be. Because if there's nothing you can change, let it be. The way you can change the world is by changing you inside and radiating that out to everything else. So have a look at how you're thinking today. Are you criticizing things? Are you judging things? Don't care that you've done your affirmations in the morning. It won't make a blind bit of difference. That's why you think you're stuck. Because you have 60,000 thoughts that you had yesterday, and you'll have 60,000 thoughts today. What's going to be different today? What are you going to choose? And don't say, oh, I can't help the way I think. Yes, you can, because you're the one who's doing the thinking. What I found is a good way to find something to break state. So as soon as you get a thought, just literally that you don't like, break the state and go, no, no more. Choose a better one. If it comes back, go, no, no more. Choose a better one. But you've got to do the work. You've got to do the work. Nobody else can do it for you. Let me tell you, nobody's coming to help you. You've got to do this yourself. You've got to do this work yourself. And it feels hard to begin with, but then eventually those thoughts that kept coming in will start to die off, and you'll start to habitually do the ones that you want. So just take a notice of that today. Today, decide, I'm going to be 10 out of 10. I'm going to be my best, whatever that is. And maybe your best today is only 5 out of 10. Give yourself a break on that, because it is the law of rhythm that's there, yeah? That you are going to go up and down. So that's okay. Don't beat yourself up. But just notice what takes you off target and choose not to let it take you off target again. Choose to feel good in here, no matter what your emotions are. You can be accepting. There's 3 things: acceptance, enjoyment, or enthusiasm. If you can't be enthusiastic or enjoy it, at least accept it. Yeah? Because that acceptance is what sets you free. Not that you accept the behavior or you're going to tolerate something, but that, well, that's just the way it is. It is what it is. Just think about that. Like this phone, we could go, oh my goodness, I love my phone. I love it. It's just amazing. And that's energy going out. Yeah. Good morning, Joe. Or I could go, oh, I hate this phone. I hate it. Again, that's force and energy going out. But when I just go, it's a phone. It is what it is. So the trick is to neither cling on to something with love or to avoid it. Like, I just keep, get it away from me, avoid it. That's resistance. Both are actually using force. But just to accept things for the way they are gives you so much release, and accept yourself for the way you are as well. It just gives you so much release. So remember that. What's your habitual thinking? Change your story. If you don't know what your story is, watch out for it today. Catch it. Catch it. What do I habitually react to things? That's your story. What do you want your story to be? Only you can change it. So listen, have an awesome, awesome day, and I'll catch you tomorrow. See ya. Oh, by the way, up there, you can join 21-day masterclass. That would be a good one. 5-day masterclass starting on the 21st. So I'll see you then.